And Judy is also featured as our woman creating history. She'll be in the newsletter and on social media for CII this week. Judy is incredible, uh, very, very talented, has many, many dimensions to her, and we appreciate you coming and presenting today. I'm very, very sorry about last week, but flexibility is also one of your talents, so I appreciate it. If this is being recorded, if you don't want to be recorded, please keep your camera off. And there you go, Miss Judy.
Thank you, Natalia, for sharing that. And I feel very honored to be featured. It makes me reflect all of the accomplishments and mentorship that I received from others. It's amazing. But yeah, I can go ahead and start the Lunar New Year presentation. Lunar New Year, it's like a very big celebratory event to chase away all these evils. We want to bring good fortune. We want to relieve all of the bad lucks. And we have festivals, we have food. All of these type of experiences is what we all like to have with our loved one and families. And so as you all may know, it's the year of the ox. Who's here is the year of the ox? I'm looking at you all. No one? It's all okay. Blossom. Yes, it's your year. Usually, I don't know if this mythical or Natalia too. Oh, awesome. Two. Okay. Let me see. There are two slides here. Okay, just two of you. Okay. Yeah, usually, I don't know if this mythical information, but I heard that usually if it's like your year, there are an imbalance between good luck and bad luck, but mostly it's bad luck. And a challenge for those who are whatever zodiac animal year that falls within that year, and when that year comes, it's it's your journey to fight through all of these bad lucks that anything may happen. And I don't, it's very unfortunate. And it's just, it forces yourself to focus on yourself, give credit to yourself. And if you've already exposed to certain discomfort throughout the year, that's when you pray for with your loved ones for better opportunities and better outcomes for yourself. We do a lot of the giving, caregiving. We do a lot of supporting for others. Sometime that year is yours. Sometime we don't prioritize in taking care of ourselves or anything um, to really relieve all of these bad fortune. And so usually that the year of the ox is a really good year for you. It's a good year if you have bad fortune. It prioritize yourself to take care of yourself more, and that's when you can't really do it on your own. You have other peers, you have family, you have children, you have so many supporters that can help you lead along the way. I'm going to go over the objectives for for today's event. So you're going to be playing Kahoot later on. I encourage you all to participate to win $20 Amazon gift cards, and the instructions about the prize inquiries will be on the next slide. And with the just pay attention to every single slide. Okay, and it's totally okay if you feel like you want to take screenshots, it's all good. I'm going to be emailing this presentation for those of you who are interested to keep the information and like to do some more research or spread these words around. And it's okay if you don't really celebrate Lunar New Year. Maybe you have friends that supports or celebrates Lunar New Year. You can support them. You can give them gifts. You can give them food or celebrate with them if you feel like you want to have that celebratory and good luck feelings to you and your family and your friends. And I would say the Kahoot will only consist on the information on the slides, not on the video presentations and entertainment that will be happening sporadically throughout this presentation. So there's going to be a brief history about the Lunar New Year. There will be do's and don'ts during the incubation period of Lunar New Year. All of the celebrations, how I celebrate Lunar New Year, every culture celebrates differently. And there's the traditions such as clothing, the decorations, all of the good things that you do to prepare for Lunar New Year. Next, I will be showing a video of the Asian Student Alliances or the Asian community here in Colorado that is that Asian American community put together from East High School, from University of Denver. There's CU, that's us, CU Denver, and CSU, Colorado State University. We put together this so that we can educate and show how we celebrate during COVID and get to know a little bit about Lunar New Year too, which ASA did present a few of these information from this presentation. So you'll see a little bit of a repeat, but that's like going to be a summary. And then I'm going to move into Kahoot time. So as you all know, entertainment in between. All right, instructions about the prize inquiries. Yes, win $20 Amazon gift card from AASS. So with the Kahoot, top 3 winners from the podium will, with the most points and the speed. The tip I can give for you is if you know the right answer, click it right away or press it right away if you're doing it on your phone. It takes into account on how fast you answer these questions too. If you feel like not unsure, if you're unsure about the question, totally okay to take your time. It's about 20 seconds per question. It consists of true, false, fill in the blanks, and there's multiple choice as well. And next would be the weekend lantern contest. So you have today, Saturday, and Sunday to work on the lantern of your choice. You can look up online to see what inspirations that you can create your own lantern. It could be a DIY lantern. It's for those who are able to be in the top 3 on the podium. We want to also allow everyone else to have a chance to have this feeling of being interacted. If you don't celebrate Lunar New Year, you can do activities related to how other people celebrate them. And so just with just one winner, and more details will be determined later when it comes to picking the winner. And it will be within a week. So I think once we have multiple selections from each of you, we can post it on our AASS social media and have everyone vote. So yeah, I encourage you all to participate in the lantern contest if you want to. It's a de-stressing moment and you can do it. Like I know some of you are on Discord. I try to hop on when I can, when I'm not running around like a chicken. It's been so busy, but there's a lot of us on Discord, and so feel free to hop on and talk amongst ourselves during these rough time, and right now it's progressively getting better. All right, a brief history about Lunar New Year. Lunar New Year, we follow based on the full moon. The full moon, 24/7. There's a lunar calendar if anyone follows it. And it usually ends on 15 days later, the first full moon, which would be on the first 2 weeks of February. Just like how anyone else celebrate Lunar New Year's. So not Lunar New Year's, just like the New Year's Eve, and then the official New Year on January 1st. Yeah, and Usually, every country celebrates New Year differently, but what I have listed on the right side, China, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, South Korea, Taiwan, Vietnam, we all celebrate within the month of February. It's a Lunar New Year is really a really important holiday in the Asian countries, and we celebrate it for those who are really passionate in good fortune, running away from bad things, from the devil. Um, yeah, and as y'all know, the zodiac signs over here on the right side. If you noticed if you notice your zodiac sign, put it onto the chat. We all wanted to see what zodiac animal we are right now, and to see, yeah. And usually Lunar New Year, it's the time to really honor our household. We want to also honor our ancestors, and it's also a time to celebrate with our family and friends for food. And um, with food, there's many traditional food that us Asians would bring out, and they're good luck food, and there are also bad luck food that we cannot be serving. And it's to honor and respect their significance behind them. And so y'all know this is a yearly ox, so it's your year. And when I mention bad fortune, it's because it's allowing you to prioritize on yourself. You're fighting through all of these hardships and challenges, and it's encouraging you to vow, not only vow alone, but everyone else is vowing for you. And if you need any support, we're there for you. All right. I don't know why that says entertainment one, two, but the first entertainment is the lion dance. So I selected a video from a group called Colorado Asian Cultural Heritage Center. It's the lion dance and dragon dance troupe that I was used to be involved competitively. For those of you who don't know, I did dragon and lion dancing competitively. I would go to tournaments and competitions against other lion dance worldwide. Um, it's a very great experience. I've done it for 6 years, back in middle school to high school. Um, yeah, and with lion dance, it symbolizes power, giving power and energy to people, giving people wisdom. So you see a lot of shaking heads, bowing down. There's superiority. It's shooing away all of the bad spirits around you, and giving good fortune again to your surroundings and to your home, to shops and markets. So if you see any lion dance, or if you see any lions anywhere at any restaurants that happen to be the time when you're eating with your family and friends, or if you do want to go to events, I encourage you all to go when there's lion dancing. It's best if you see it. Um, that's one way you can celebrate Lunar New Year if you don't do that with your family or friends or some things like that we do. You just go to the event and just look at them, and then that's the time that you can vow or touch them, rub their fur like this, take pictures with them. You need that um, to have good luck in you for the next years when it's your year, your zodiac animal year, but have it sporadically throughout the year when you need it. So I'm gonna hop over to this video. So Soyoung was there, and Jaswan was there. Let's see, I don't remember if anyone, oh, Blossom was there. This was at the Asian Culture Gala where ASA fundraised over $8,200, so $8,223 to the Children's Hospital. And I invited, or the dragon dance would be from the Colorado Asian Cultural Heritage Center, but this one is from my temple. So this lion dance team, Daniel actually is in here. He is a cymbal player for the Lions. And so, yeah, so this event consists of cultural performances. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start the video. I apologize in advance if y'all see this video very laggy, and if y'all want to re-watch this, let me know so you can watch it during your own times or with others. Again, watching movies during Lunar New Year is also a way for you to celebrate, eat good food and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and start the video and also share computer sound. That way you all can hear it better. Let me look into the chat to see if there's, I know y'all probably talked about zodiac animal signs. But yeah, oh yeah, so there was a snowstorm, but we had over 400 attendees that still came. We still have like a couple tables empty because of the weather, which is totally understandable. It's bad luck. I don't know. We don't know. We usually plan this 10 months in advance. So sometimes we just don't know how the weather condition is, knowing how different Colorado is with weather. Okay, good. Okay. Find out your zodiac sign. Thank you, Soyeon, for sending that to everyone here. Aja, you're the snake. Yeah. Soyeon, monkey. Just Juan and Brandon are tigers. Jennifer is a dragon. Christiana's a rabbit. Okay. Ale, horse. Luis, tiger. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, thanks for those who shared. I'm a rabbit. Yes, I'm a rabbit as well. Or the Vietnamese version would be I'm a cat. Yeah. Alrighty. Alrighty, I hope you all enjoyed that video. Again, apologize in advance if it's really laggy, as long as you get to see a little bit of it. Yeah, so if you all notice the routine when lions are walking around to different tables, it's the moment to to allow yourself to touch the fur and take pictures with them, and also give the red envelopes. It's called lacy. To You're going to put it into their line heads, and it's important to put lucky numbers in there, um, and also, let's see what else about the lions. So when you notice the lions are laying on the ground being sleepy, um, they use a lot of, they're full of energy in the beginning, and then when it's time to decompress, and then it's a moment that everyone appreciates them to recharge, and when they're lined back up, it's their time to, as you notice, the dancers, they go on top of their shoulders, they sit on their shoulders, they're spreading spirits and power to all of the atmospheres around the venue. So it's very powerful. And so, anyways, I'm gonna proceed to the next slide about do's and don'ts. Okay, I see something in the chat. Awesome. Yes, it is amazing. Yes. So with the do's and don'ts during the Lunar New Year incubation period of just celebrating it, with the do's, decorate around your house, your room, just anything that you wanted to do to decorate. Doesn't even have to be full on decorate. It can be a little bit of a thing that you think is meaningful to you. But most importantly, if you want everything from home to get rid of bad things from going on, then decorate your entire house. And usually with decorations, you can put like banners, signs, blossom. There's like yellow flowers, there's cherry blossoms, like picture frames. There's so many that gives you endurance type of energy, and there's courage too. So wear red. Red is a really lucky color. I know, Soyeon, your favorite color is red. So it's great to be wearing red during Lunar New Year. You give out to receive red envelopes. So with red envelopes, it gives you happiness. So usually when people are giving you red envelopes, especially elders, what you do is you approach to them. You don't really look at their eyes, but you can if you want. Usually in some culture, looking at their eyes directly is maybe a disrespect, or there's so many difference behind different culture. But with me, I usually say my words, like your name, um, and what you vow for good lucks, and also telling others live last until 100 years. Um, Good health, good fortune for others. Just so many people you like to share, and usually you hold the lisei with two hands and you bow, and so it's the way to receive it. Um, Also, putting it in gifts is fine. Uh, yeah, and with red envelopes, later on, I think I'll be talking about more, but I can talk about that now. In the red envelopes, you put even numbers, because odd numbers are not a way to put in there, except for one. $1 is an exception. Um, yeah, so you eat lucky food, and lucky food consists of anything um, that is sweet. There are type of sweet pastries. As you know, there's moon cake. It also symbolizes fertility. Eating long noodles. So when it's the new year around again, even during January 1st, when you all celebrate just the nationwide, or just like the with the Americans, like when you celebrate with them, eat long noodles. It'll give you a long lasting type of health, life, um, bringing uh, long good messages to anyone you care. You eat dumplings. Dumplings is good, so I encourage you all to eat dumplings. So these are just examples. Um, like eating sweets, giving yourself a sweet year. So all of these things, I encourage you all to eat them during New Year's, whenever you celebrate them. With the, let's see, I see chats. Yes, Sono's food. I miss Sono's food too. At the time when I used to eat meat, for those of you who don't know, I'm a vegetarian. It's April is going to be the year that's my 1 year eating vegetarian. So I feel great. Um, yes, the color red is amazing. Power, yes. Um, Yeah, so Soyeon give away care packages, and it has the red envelope in there. Unfortunately, we can't give real $2, but seeing it, giving that to you is a way for us to celebrate New Year's with you all. Receiving it is a way to celebrate the New Year's. Yes, I hope y'all liked the care packages. So our generosity and honor to give that to you all. For the don'ts, don't clean. I know it's weird. Basically, if you clean, you're like you're getting rid of all of the hard work you've done throughout the year. And you have to start off new year eating good food, like decompressing, reflecting, pushing through all of the hardship, going through it with your family. Just yeah, so usually don't clean. You can do a little bit of organization, but cleaning as in like legit mopping the floor, washing dishes is fine. But majority of the cleaning, cleaning your clothes is fine too. Just the norms that we have to stay clean, like this in nature of human. But anything else like that, you don't have to really clean your. Just so eat unlucky food. Yeah, don't really eat unlucky food. Um, you can look up the different ways that it's unlucky, whatever you believe in. Um, there's bait, there's sweep, run with scissors, unlucky, use unlucky words, cry, give unlucky gifts. So, I mean, these are the things that we stay away from. So if you do any of these, it's fine. But just be aware that if you do believe in the certain values of, for instance, like karma or bad luck, like you don't want to have any bad luck. So just stay away from these. All right. So with celebration, then usually the main date this past weeks was on February 12th. We celebrated within 15 days. So when we celebrate during that period, we pay respect, worshiped, salute the year with family and friends. It symbolizes uniting one's life. We want to uh, refresh all of the hopes and prosperity, wealth and happiness amongst each other. And in order to do that is just to eat food, um, stay home as much as possible. But if you go out, but you're celebrating it with others going out, that's totally fine. Um, for food, yeah, as I mentioned, fish. Okay, yeah, there's fish dumplings, spring rolls, sweet rice balls, good fortune fruits, glutinous rice cake, and long noodles. So if y'all like to eat pho during Lunar New Year. All right, now time for entertainment too. The second one here is a dance that I choreographed and taught it to the Buddhist youth members. And for those of you, I know majority of you know that I dance. So, but with the Vietnamese modern dances, And we usually go out and perform the bulk of it during Lunar New Year, but sporadically throughout the year too, like grand openings, weddings, cultural festivals, community service events. We perform a lot at Vietnamese community events too. We even performed at CU Denver. We performed at one of the AASS events, such as the end of year celebration. We also performed it at other events too. I can't remember. I think cultural festival, or yeah, we do perform on campus too. So, but with these dances, modern dances, we like to showcase our culture, um, representing our long silk Vietnamese dress with props. Usually, the meaning behind certain dance and songs is depending on the event. We tailored it based on the theme of the event. So we usually perform during Buddha's birthday, Mother and Father's appreciation night, lantern festivals, so many festivals. But when it comes to like something outside of the traditional celebrations that we do modern songs. So we performed last 2 weeks ago. I went to ISO of Capri at Black Hawks Casino. We performed there 5 different shows there because of the capacity of the room. They bring one group at a time that consists of up to I think less than 50 people, if I remember correctly. So the next video here is called Gió mùa xuân tới. It's the springy song, full of bloom, giving everyone happiness and joy. So we all really need that consistently this time around. So I hope you enjoy this Vietnamese modern dance.
quên hương hồn say mộng ước cùng những đóa hoa ấp cùng trái tim tìm những phút say mơ giữa mùa thu đến trời vui đó xuân tân mừng mùa sắc khoe cười gieo hát ca vang trời xuân mùa sắc khoe cười gieo hát ca vang trời xuân mùa sắc khoe cười gieo hát ca vang những trời xuân.
Alrighty, that's the Yamo Sum Tai Vietnamese modern fan dance. But yes, as Audra mentioned, I do have a YouTube channel. I usually post all of my performances, singing videos, just all of the good stuff to just celebrate my culture and not only celebrating that, but it's also one of my hobbies and my passions, just to voluntarily do this for the Buddhist Youth Association. But yeah, as a youth leader and as a Vietnamese dance instructor, to them, it's a really great way for me to also celebrate the New Year's, and it's gifted when we have a community to be a part of. But yeah, I mean, if y'all want to subscribe to me, it's just Judy Tran on my YouTube channel. But I'm just not doing anything with this. Just I also think of it as storing my videos on there too, but it's nice to just showcase it. So there's that. All right, moving on to traditions. There are two ways. So red envelopes and sweeping of the grounds are phrases, but with the red envelopes, it's traditional when we're giving away red envelopes. And when you get red envelopes, you can get any type of designs, but as long as if you choose to have a zodiac animal on there, make sure it's appropriate for that year. But if you have other ones, that's totally fine. Whatever you want to express your gift and luck to others. Sometimes I even get just by hand, like cash by hand, or they would write like a written letter or typed. Any type of way of giving is anything is really great. So family for a full moon of money, it symbolizes good luck. You hear these repetitive phrases, it means a lot. So I just acknowledge it, and the more you say it, the more all of the bad lucks are vanishing. You wishes for a really good new year. So again, and even numbers, odd numbers also means funeral. So we don't want deaths. Thinking about deaths during Lunar New Year. 10 days before the New Year, that's like your chance to clean the entire house thoroughly. You can deep clean or anything like that to remove any bad luck, have good environment for the upcoming year. So these are the typical traditions that you can do from home and do for others. All right, the tradition is family time. It could also be with friends too. I know, at least with me and my brother, it's really hard to celebrate Lunar New Year, not having our parents with us. I mean, losing both of our parents it has been really hard for the both of us, and CII has been like a tremendous support for us. Um, I also want to acknowledge Soyan for that fundraiser for me and my brother, like 12K. That's absolutely amazing. That means so much. It gives us tears of joy, and also thinking through all the hardships that we both have gone through. So um, Lunar New Year is a really tough one for me and my brother, and how both of us celebrate it. It's just we eat food together, we just talk. Um, yeah, and that's about it. And then both my brother and I would also go to the Buddhist temple to pray for both of our parents and also celebrate the new year with our temple community with fun of entertainment, games, and food, with the of course the limited capacity of people in the venue. Um, but yeah, but whenever we're at home, we're just like we have it's called a bangtao. We have our parents' frames with my mom's ashes, and we have incense, so we pray there. But other than that, family time is very big, and it's just like how other people celebrate it with other holidays like Christmas, Thanksgiving, any other holidays, different culture that you all may celebrate. I apologize if I didn't mention any type of traditional celebrations that other cultures are that celebrates. I like to have any of you share other type of onto the chat. Just type other like eventful celebratory things that you do with your family. I know different cultures have that sporadically throughout the time. For instance, Asians, Lunar New Year is a big one. Maybe Latin or Mexican or other cultures, you can share into the chat about what is it that you celebrate. Having this feastable time with your family, watching movies, just anything you do. So I just saw something in the chat. Yes, thank you, Soyan. You are welcome, and you have a huge network of support and love from the community. Yes, I do. I'm very grateful, and thanks to my parents, we do have many networking communities. So I hopping on between different communities, and I mean, this year, this academic year, I had the chance to get closer with our AAPI clubs, all the Asian clubs that we have. So if I may be invisible towards you all, I'm just everywhere right now. It's my chance to be talking with those who are celebrating different things during these time. Korean culture, Lunar New Year, we celebrate by eating noodle soup. That's awesome. Sunday dinner at Big Mama's house. Yes, anything that is meaningful to you that you celebrate with your family is is a way that is traditional to your culture and family values. So having big meals and activities with each other is great. All right. Colors warm and worn in Lunar New Year. So wear red. Anything bright colors, it's fine too. If you could even wear bright colors at home or going out. When you hang out with friends, wear bright colors, colorful things. Black or white is symbolizes mourning and death, so it's not very appropriate for a new year. I know for those of you who likes to wear black and y'all like I don't have any other colors like purple, orange, or something like that. I encourage you all, if you want to have ongoing good deeds and good fortune, good lucks. If you need all of this, at least throw a color on there somewhere, like any bright colors within your black. But just know that if you're wearing majority of black, your colorful things is vanishing. And if you expect something coming up, gut instinct of unfortunate things or discomfort, just be prepared. But just know that you can fight through and you have supporters. So um, I'm not saying it to offend anyone. Not disrespecting anyone. It's just a general knowledge that we learned within our Asian community, our culture. So wearing colorful clothes is really important during New Year's. So if you happen to have friends who celebrate Lunar New Year's and it happens to be in February, March, or January, like wear colorful things when you're with them because they're celebrating it. And if you're there invading their appearance and stuff like that, wearing all black, it's you're giving them bad luck, and while they're trying to shooing away these bad luck. So I encourage you all to be mindful for that and be aware of that. But so during the first 2 weeks of February, a lot of the Asian countries are celebrating it. Please be sure to wear colorful if you can. Um, but yeah, just so that you all know that. Let's see on the chat. Cooking black eyed peas for the new year. Awesome. Yes. However you celebrate New Year, cooking good food is just great. All right. Clearly, all the 3 slides that says entertainment number 2 has not been updated, but it's all good. So we have our last entertainment. Before we proceed to the videos from different institutions that we collectively put together. It's the Colorado Asian Culture Heritage Center. So they performed worldwide, even national, against other line dance team. Back in the days when I was in it, I get to compete at Regis University, and all of the different line dance teams from the U.S. and from across the country come, and we all compete. And fortunately, usually the Colorado events here is nationwide, so so people from the U.S. come and compete. So here, usually I feel really grateful at the time we won first and second place throughout throughout the whole rounds. So it's really great. So anyway, so this is the dragon lion. This is the lion dance. There's a pearl. It consists of sweet given to the lion. I keep saying lion. Wow, dragon. And the dragon consists of 9 people, and it's very long. Again, longevity, long life. So, without further ado, let's start this video. This is the last video, so please bear with me if you're having some video issues, if it's laggy, I apologize. So just watch a little bit of it here and there. Tone into the music, get that energy. We all need that every morning. I'm not a really morning person, so this really helps me. All right, I'm going to begin. go ahead and cut it short here. But that is the dragon dance. There's a lot of advanced techniques on there. But yes, I hope you all like the entertainment so far. That's it for entertainment. I'm gonna go ahead and move into the last video of this presentation. Is a summary of what Lunar New Year's and how people are going to celebrate during this pandemic and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing here and open up a video. And this is from other institutions here in Colorado. So enjoy this last video before we proceed to the Kahoot. How are y'all doing? Give me a thumbs up. I hope I don't bored you all with, okay, good. Soya, Natalia, Aja. Okay, how about the rest of you? Jenny, Christiana, Blossom, Ale. Okay, I hope Brandon and Louise are doing good. Okay, cool. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and start the video here.
Hey everybody, my name is Kai Vong and I'm the president of the Asian Pacific Islanders Student Alliance at East High School. We're excited to be collaborating with a couple different Asian student alliances from different schools in Colorado. These schools include the University of Denver, University of Colorado Boulder and Denver, Western Colorado University, as well as the Society of Asian Scientists and Engineers from CU Boulder. The video that we've collaborated on goes into detail about Lunar New Year itself. We talk about the history, traditions, and how we individually celebrate this holiday. So please enjoy learning about Lunar New Year, and we are thrilled to be kicking off our celebration with all of you. Thank you.
We are ASA's CU Denver team down on downtown Denver, and my name is Matthew. I'm the internal public relations officer, and two of us will be presenting. The other one is...
And my name is Eddie. I'm the event coordinator for ASA, and we will go ahead and dive right into the presentation.
The Lunar New Year's is based off of the cycles of the moon, begins with the first new moon of the lunar calendar and ends 15 days later in the first full moon. And the reason why it's based off of the moon is because back then, a lot of people in these Asian countries, they worked off of the land and a lot of them were just agriculturally based. So they used the moon to kind of tell them the times of when was the best time to plant their seeds, when to water their crops, and when to officially harvest everything. Just like how the New Year's celebrates the beginning of the new year here in America on January 1st, the Lunar New Year celebrates the beginning of the new year and the new growing season in multiple Asian countries.
1/6 of the population in the world actually celebrates Lunar New Year. So it's a holiday that is quite popular for a lot of people.
Lunar New Year is a festival that is widely celebrated in Asia. The day varies year to year since it is based on the lunar calendar and its cycles. It is celebrated on the first new moon of the lunar solar calendar. Countries that follow the lunar calendar, such as China, Vietnam, Korea, and Tibet, are typically the ones who celebrate. However, the type of celebration may vary depending on the culture.
The Lunar New Year is considered the most important holiday in the Asian countries that celebrate it, and it is a time to honor households and heavenly deities as well as ancestors. It is also a time to bring family together for feasting. Lores talk about how the Lunar New Year was about a yearly beast known as Nian, and it would go into villages during the first new moon, and it would eat their livestock, it would ruin their crops, it would terrorize their children and their families. So they would usually offer sacrifices during this time to please this deity and prevent any loss of harvest and just have a more productive year.
There's a few different versions of the story about how it ended. Either like a wise person realized that the monster was afraid of the color red and loud sounds, so people started like decorating everything red and playing loud drums and stuff to scare it away. So there's another story where there's like a little boy wearing red, and he starts screaming really loud because he's afraid of a monster, and that scares the monster away.
And each Lunar New Year aligns with one of the animals of the Chinese zodiac. It's actually a 12-year cycle. It starts with the year of the rat and ends with the year of the pig. And this year, we're in the second year of the cycle, so it is the year of the ox.
Emperor in heaven called the Jade Emperor. So he called to have like a race one day with all the animals, and he's going to name the years after them. And the story about the ox is that the mouse and the ox were the first ones, like they were like in the lead, but then they came across a river, and the mouse like couldn't swim, or the rat couldn't swim very well. So he jumped on top of the ox, and the ox let him ride him. So right when they got to the finish line, though, the rat jumped off and got first place, and the ox got second place.
So one of the main traditions of Lunar New Year is handing out red envelopes to loved ones, including family members and friends. And these red envelopes contain money. So for me, in recent years, I even received gift cards to spend on Amazon too, but the tradition still remains the same in receiving and giving out money in red envelopes. Overall, it symbolizes good luck, good wishes, and prosperity for the upcoming new year. But also keep in mind that the money you're handing out or receiving should be even, because only odd numbers are reserved for funerals. In addition to red envelopes, there's also the sweeping of the grounds. So 10 days prior to the Lunar New Year, houses are thoroughly cleaned to welcome the new year. And the purpose of this tradition is to get rid of any bad luck that may linger into the upcoming year.
One superstition is that you cannot sweep towards the front of the house, or else it will mean that money will also be leaving the house. Whoever enters the household also holds a lot of power. The first person to enter the house determines the fate of the household for the whole year. So to ensure a positive year, the first person who enters the house must be compatible with the year's zodiac sign.
For Lunar New Year, similar to American holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving, it is expected for family members to gather together to celebrate the new year as a whole. For those who live elsewhere, such as in another state or country, for example, it is common for them to take time off and visit their families.
Another example is food. There are numerous foods that are eaten during the festival and have deeper meaning to it. These meanings can include family unity, health, prosperity, and more. Also, it is a tradition for people to celebrate using fireworks, lanterns, or with lion dancers and other performances.
新年快乐! Happy Lunar New Year from the Society of Asian Scientists and Engineers at the University of Colorado Boulder. We hope that you're having a wonderful day. My name is Joe.
And I'm Kimmy, and we were just going to talk about a couple of our family traditions for Lunar New Year. For me, my family celebrates with our family and friends, and my little brother and I usually get red envelopes from our family. My personal favorite thing to do is cooking traditional Chinese meals with my mom.
Similar to Kimmy, some of my favorite traditions of Lunar New Year has to be the feast with my family and friends, and also the red envelopes I receive. In addition, another tradition of my family is to stay up at night and watch the Lunar New Year broadcast from across the world in China.
The most memorable way I celebrate is by wishing every adult a happy Chinese New Year by handing out 2 tangerines in exchange for a red packet, or, excuse my pronunciation, a hongbao that is full of cash. Besides the personal prosperity that comes with the occasion, I really do enjoy spending time with my family over an enormous Chinese dinner.
The way my family spends Lunar New Year is that all my family in Colorado will get together at one house just to be able to spend time together, watch movies, hang out, just have fun. We'll also usually have dinner together that consists of dumplings and pork buns. I'll also get red envelopes from my grandparents, which is really cool because I'll be able to get a red envelope from my grandma who lives in Colorado, but I'll also get red envelopes from my grandparents in Taiwan, and that's like a cool way for me to be able to connect with them and see them.
Aiden's family celebrates Lunar New Year by attending Tran, the Utah Lunar New Year celebration. They also receive red packets, and their family usually has nice dinner, complete with their grandma's famous simi lu, which is a taro tapioca coconut milk dessert dish.
For Lunar New Year's, my family likes to stay up until midnight to properly bring in the new year. My dad makes it a tradition to pop off the fireworks decoration we have and play music. We give each other red envelopes full of money and have a meal together. During the day, my family and I like to dress up in our aoyais and visit our family and friends and go to temple. We like to play a lot of gambling games like the card game 13 or the gourd crab shrimp fish gambling game. Overall, we spend the whole day with loved ones, eat amazing food, and have fun for the new year.
So when you think of Chinese New Year, you're probably thinking of the Lantern Festival, the dragon dancing celebrations, eating tons of yummy Chinese foods like dumplings, and of course, the red envelope. But with all the craziness that's happened this past year, it may be very hard to celebrate in the same ways that we have in the past.
But the main purpose and the main meaning of Lunar New Year's, that this core value of family and community will never change. That being said, a lot of families will probably turn to technology to video chat loved ones and talk as if they were all together in the same room. And a lot of traditional Lunar New Year foods will still be present in many households, as the meanings of unity and prosperity that these foods have will have an especially stronger emphasis during this time. So though this Lunar New Year may feel a little more mellow and a little less festive, the feeling of community and family is something that will always be a part of this holiday, no matter the struggles ahead.
So, even though it might not seem like the same kind of celebration this time around, I encourage everyone out there to give a call to your family and just remember what the true meaning behind Chinese New Year really is.
I hope you all have a wonderful and safe Lunar New Year.
Happy Lunar New Year and have a great Year of the Ox.
We hope the Year of the Ox will bring you good luck and good fortune. Happy Lunar New Year.
Happy Lunar New Year.
Happy Lunar New Year from APSA.
I'm Justin Wan, the co-president of Asian Unity, and we want to wish you a happy Lunar New Year. And back to the club. Happy Lunar New Year!
Thank you for attending to our presentation, and stay safe, everyone. Thank you.
So that's that for the video. That summarizes everything. But I went over additional of other people's experiences on how they celebrate Lunar New Year and everything else. So we're going to proceed to the Kahoot. I know we have less than 10 minutes left and it's only 20 questions, 20 seconds. Please y'all participate, win that gift card. It's really, really fun. And don't forget about the lantern contest, the weekend one. So anything that is creative, y'all, doesn't even have to be Asian related. So anything counts, and you never know if you win. If you once you submit the picture, just email them to me. So I'm gonna go ahead, just open up kahoot.hit, and I'll give you all the pin. And so I'm gonna share my screen again, and let's do classic. Loading game pin. So I'm going to, all right, waiting for players, y'all. Open up your phone, put in kahoot.it and enter in the game pin.
It's Kahoot. What?
Kahoot.it. www.kahoot.it. All right, we have three thus far. And how many people are in this group? There's 12 of us, including me, so 11. If y'all chose not to participate, that's fine. If you don't want, if you do it, I encourage you all to do so. Again, this is a way for you to celebrate with us too. I know Lunar New Year already passed, but again, if you want that good luck throughout this year, please participate. Yes, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you so far. I hope the rest of you are still there. You're not walking away from your laptops, but otherwise we can start. Give me a thumbs up, majority wise.
I'm in.
All right, sounds good. For those of you who can't join, that's totally okay. If you're not feeling well or like to support spirit behind the scenes, yes, I see a thumbs up from Louise. So anyone else? I just need to see more of a thumbs up. Okay, cool. Yes. All right, let's go ahead and begin. So start. Once you all enter in an answer, I'll just proceed and move on. What is the prize to win the most points in Kahoot? Fast. All right. Next. Ooh, whoever's the okay emoji, you're on the top, Christiana and Blossom. All right, next. When is the lantern contest deadline? Again, you have 3 days. All righty. Next. All right, Mitchie's on the top of the podium. Next question. Which countries celebrate Lunar New Year? All right, next. True or false? Lunar New Year is considered the most important holiday in the Asian countries that celebrates it. Fast, this is the timing. Awesome, next. Ooh, all right. Lunar New Year allows families to honor household and ancestors and heavenly deities. So, true or false? Awesome. You're all on a roll. Alrighty. 5 streaks. Good job, Mitchie and Christiana, Blossom, Natalia, Ale. Yeah, y'all on the top. Families do not provide lucky food during Lunar New Year. True or false? Perfect. You all are studying the slides. That's awesome. Alrighty, next. What Chinese zodiac is 2021? Fast, speed. Easy peasy. All right, next. Good job, y'all. Lunar New Year aligns with one of the animals of the zodiac, Chinese zodiac. So true or false? Awesome. You're pumping and going. I know we're going fast. This is hopefully it's not like a competition feeling for you all. Which one of the do's is false? All righty. Sweep the house. Next. Which don'ts are true? Ooh, awesome, awesome. Alrighty, all of the above. Next. Which is the lucky food to eat during Lunar New Year? Long noodles, chicken tacos, or Qdoba? Awesome, that was really fast. Good job, I'm glad. Long noodles. Next. During the blank day period, New Year visits to pay respect, worship, salute the year will be made to the family and friends. The incubation, the last day of the incubation period. Awesome. Next, day 15. So, all right, next. The 15 days symbolize a new start in one's life, refreshing hopes for the prosperity, wealth, and happiness. True or false? Awesome, really fast and quick. Y'all paid attention to the presentation. Wow, top 3 the podium so far. Good job. What is the main Lunar New Year date this year? Good job. Yes. All right. February 12th. Next. Ooh, alrighty. Mitchie, Christiana, Blossom. Top 3 still. It is a tradition to give blank envelopes to families or friends full of money to symbolize good luck and wishes. What color is that envelope? Awesome. Red, yes. Next. True or false? Only give money that ends an even number, though, because odd numbers are reserved for funerals. Easy peasy questions thus far. Awesome, really fast. "10 days before New Year, houses are cleaned to remove any blank for the new year." Good luck, bacterias, bad luck, or nice. Good job. Yay. All right, next. During this time, it is within the expectation that everyone travels home and spends times together. Yay. Alrighty, 2 more questions. Family spends quality time during the new year. It is not similar to Christmas or Thanksgiving. True or false?
Oh, crap.
Alrighty, it is false. Next, last question. Blank or blank, symbolic of mourning and death, would not be appropriate. Which are the colors? Alrighty, black and white. Alrighty, let's see. Podium. Okay, so first place, Michi. Second place, Christiana and Blossom. Third place. Congrats, top 3. Yay. Alrighty, let me write that down. So Michi, Christiana, and then Blossom. So you all, both 3 of y'all are gonna receive the gift cards. And then don't forget the lantern contest. So just submit anything you have. You never know. Knowing you all, at least one person, if it's not even like that pretty or something, maybe you win. So yeah, thank you. Thanks, Natalia, for having me here. And I hope you all enjoyed that presentation.
Can everyone give Judy a round of applause? That was amazing. I like the cultural overlap. I don't know if you've seen my my chat comment, but my grandmother would not let anyone in her house. She just recently passed away from COVID, but she wouldn't let anyone in the house that had a bad year on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. And if you let someone bad into your house or that had a bad year, we wouldn't have any celebrations at our house, at that house. So that was kind of a way of determining where the family events were going to be held. They were usually held at my grandmother's house. But yes, that was amazing. I absolutely loved that. And thank you so much for presenting, Judy. Does anyone have any questions or comments for Judy? If not, I'm going to give you your day back. Thank you so much for attending, and we will see you next Friday.
I just wanted to say thank you for allowing me to be in this space. And then I also shared with you there's a rally that's being organized by the youth. They reached out to us, and it's really to be in solidarity with all the BIPOC folks. And so if you can go, if you're in downtown Denver, stop by. Thanks, everyone. Great job, Judy. Thank you so much. That was awesome. Yeah.
Thank you.
And send me the names and I'll get the gift cards.
Awesome.
Bye. See you all.
See you, everyone. Thanks for attending.
Bye.